Hello and welcome everybody. Today I am joined by my friends Robbie and Charlie, who is off screen.
Hello.
Hi.
And we are going to do an Edge of the Eternities sealed build to help prepare you all for pre-release. Thank you so much for Wizards for the free product that is allowing us to do this video. Let's get started. Alright, let's start with the first pack. We can move these packs off to the side to give us more room. And we've got Cryo Shatter, Weft Blade Enhancer, Shattered Wings, Nebula Dragon, Drix Fate Maker, Rig for War, Thaumaton Torpedo, Tragic Trajectory, which is a nice removal spell, Weftstalker Ardent, Glacier Godma, Biomechan Engineer, and a Moon Art Servandum Sunstar Exemplar. It's a white-black 2/2 Vigilance Menace. Whenever another creature you control dies or is put into exile, put a +1/+1 counter on Servandum and you gain 1 life. When Servandum dies or is put into exile, while its power is 4 or greater, destroy it to 1 target non-land permanent.
That card seems great.
Yeah, that card seems really good. And then Ice Cave Crasher. And a nice full-out swamp.
I have not seen like any of the lands for this.
They're
That's
so cool.
Yeah.
The basics are so cool.
Yeah, Space Lands look sick.
I'm gonna move these a little lower so that they fit better in the camera. We've got Embrace Oblivion, Cloud Sculpt Technician, Bright Spear Zealot, Sky Stinger, Caveron Thunderdrome, Grav Pact Monoist, Zealous Display, Galactic Wayfarer, Seed Ship Agarian, Lightless Evangel, Sunstar Expansionist, Frenzied Baloth, that's a nice green beat stick, Roving Actuator, and a regular forest and another lander token. Even these lands are pretty good.
Yeah,
but obviously,
but
full art is full art.
Full art's better, yeah.
Yeah, full art is always better. Dark Endurance, Ilvoy Light Land Jammer, Starfighter Pilot, Sammy's Curiosity, Slagdrill Scrapper, Decode Transmissions, Command Bridge, Thawbringer, Verdant Slicer, Weftstalker Ardent, Dual Sun Technique, Memorial Vault, 3 in a red, tap it, sacrifice another artifact, exile the top X cards of your library where X is 1 plus the mana value of the sacrificed artifact. You may play those cards this turn.
seems cool and commanded, but
Yeah. In limited, it's a 4 mana do nothing card.
Yeah, unfortunately
Is
probably not.
what I think that card is. Alright, next pack. Insatiable Skittermaw, Starbreach Swale, Starport Security, Germinating Worm, Cav Landseeker, Crumb Companion, Zookeeper Mechan, Pull Through the Weft, Scrounge for Eternity, Starfield Shepherd, Memorial Team Leader, Loading Zone, so if we have a lot of +1/+1 counters. Oh yeah, that's red. Haha. Yeah, if one or more counters will be put on a creature, spacecraft, or planet you control, twice that many of each of those kinds of counters are put on it instead.
Good with the crew stuff.
Yeah, Station.
Yeah, Station.
Peregrine Beckoner for as the foil, and a foil swamp.
Or lands.
Yeah.
Starfield Shepherd actually does seem interesting with like as just a general value.
Yeah. You play it early to get your lands, and then you can play it
I
later.
can get like one constructed Nurturing Pixie is probably the big one.
Yeah. Cloud Sculpt Technician, Bright Spear Zealot, Sky Stinger, Caveron Turbo Drone, Grave Pack Monoist, Drill 2 Deep, Wormwall, Sweeper, Virulent Silencer, Seed Ship Impact, Earth Roast, Scanship, Water Eater!
He summoned it. Wow.
I mean, it's the worst of the shock lands, but that's okay.
It's a shock land.
It's a shock land
That's
nonetheless.
colors in Magic as well.
No. Corral the Void. This card's really interesting. 3 and a black, enchant creature you control. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put target creature card from defending player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice this aura unless a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped.
Whoa.
So it's like you have to be reliably making something leave.
Yeah, I mean, I think
And then
obviously
invasive
the
enemies.
hardest one there is the first turn to get something to leave because you're also spending the 4 mana.
Yeah.
But once that gets going, it's really good.
Oops. Whatever. Elvoid Operative, Exosuit Savior, Nutrient Block, Ice Cave Crasher, Insatiable Skittermaw, Temporal Intervention, Lost in Space, Atomic Microsizer, Atmospheric Greenhouse, All Fates Scroll, a
Whoa.
Blade Moth Nexus.
That's cool. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's one of the special lands.
Yeah. Thrumming Hypo. Oh, I think this card is actually just broken. 6 mana, affinity for slivers, support doesn't matter. Slivers you control have double strike and haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, create 2 1/1 colorless sliver creature tokens.
You just make an army of slivers.
With
Oh.
double strike and haste.
Plus, actually, it's
And
really good
unravel.
with like Servandem because like you don't really care if the slivers die.
Yeah, so I'm sensing a white black already.
Yeah, like you also.
And I could splash blue because
Yeah.
water you great.
Yeah, we have the shock.
We do have the shot.
Also, I mean, Link Boss Nexus is crazy to just have in the deck. As like,
Yeah. As long as like the colors are fine.
Yeah, like
Yeah. It's
just a random, creature land. That's
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
it can
like-
like just become a 1/1 with flying.
But I saw
Sadly,
some-
it's not a sliver. If it became a sliver, it would be
Oh, that
kind
would
of
be
broken.
sick. But yeah,
Um,
I did see like some interesting like sacrifice synergies in white black there. So
yeah. All right. So I like to usually sort the cards by like which cards I think are like the reason to play each of the colors, and then I put them like in a row like at the bottom for each of the colors, and then I put the cards that are like fine playables as filler here, and then the cards that I wouldn't actually play like all the way up the top because it's like you don't worry about those. So we can like kind of go through and see which cards we think are good. So Dual Sun Technique, 2 mana instant, target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. If it has a +1/+1 counter on it, draw a card.
Seems fine if we're in counters.
yeah, I mean I think
Yeah.
it all comes down to how likely because if you can
Yeah.
play that when you've got something with a counter, it's obviously fantastic. But
Yeah.
if not, it's like
Kind of just a below rate combat trick
Yeah.
if you don't.
Alright, Starfighter Pilot, 2 mana 2/2. When this creature becomes tapped, surveil 1. I mean,
seems
yeah,
your,
seems
your bread and
fine.
butter,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
ooh.
Sunstar Expansionist, 2 mana 2/3. When this creature enters, if an opponent controls more lands than you, create a lander token. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It's a Chocobo!
It's like a 2/3 also. Like
Yeah.
it's, I think it's a good card
I
on
think it's a
base,
good
like,
card.
Body, so it's attacking for 3 on.
Plus,
Yeah.
it is like talk about
It's
like
just
the
a
extra points
Chocobo
there.
with an extra toughness. Alright, Zealous Display. 3 mana instant. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. If it's not your turn, untap those
I'm a big
creatures.
fan of that card. I think it can lead to a lot of blowouts. I'm not sure how actually good it is.
I
But
don't think it's great because it's so situational. Is
It
the
is.
problem.
It is very funny with
I'm
forming
very-
Hive Pool in particular because like all your slivers become 3/1 double strikers. But
Yeah.
but I do
So,
think in general
yeah,
it might
but I-
not be all that. But
Yeah. Starport Security. 1 mana 1/1. 4 mana tap another target creature. This ability costs 2 less to activate if you control a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, seems decent.
and
Yeah, it seems,
Yeah.
kind of
fine.
fine.
You can
Yeah.
grab it with the next creature, Starfield
Yeah.
Shepherd.
Yeah. 3 white for a 3/2 flyer. When this creature enters, search your library for a basic plains card or a creature card with mana value 1 or less. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, and it has warp for 2. I think this card's good.
Yeah, I think
it's
that's gotta be great.
like it's not a terrible body. Has flying and the warp cost is good and does something
Yeah.
relevant.
Yeah. Bright Spear Zealot, 2 and a white, 2/4, Vigilance. This creature gets +2/+0 as long as you've cast 2 or more spells this turn.
I mean,
seems hard to...
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I think odds are it's going to be most of the time just a 3-mana 2/4.
Yeah. With Vigilance, but
Yeah.
still not amazing. Okay, Exosuit Savior. 2 and a white 2/2 flyer. When this creature enters, return up to one other target permanent you control to its owner's hand.
So yeah, like
It's
it's like
like-
a pixie, but
Yeah, but like
It's
more
3 mana,
expensive.
doesn't have flash.
and then
Yeah.
I think not having flash.
And, like-
I think this card of flash would be very good, but
I
I,
mean,
think it's.
I think most of the time it's just gonna be like a Windrake there. Like I don't see
Yeah.
the gain. I mean, you can do stuff with like warp, I guess, where you can like warp something then bounce it back. But like,
Yeah.
I'm just not sold on it really.
Neither am I. Alright, another Brightspear Zealot. Weftblade Enhancer. 5 and white 3/4. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures, and it has warp for 3 mana.
I mean,
it's expensive, but the warp thing and the benefit is actually quite
Yeah.
large, I think.
you can just like early game you buff up some creatures and then you just have that like. 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm thinking of the warp cost as not really costing a card, so like 2 and a white, put a counter on each of up to 2 target creatures, draw a card.
Yeah.
That seems like a pretty solid-ish ability, and then you're drawing a bit below rate creature, but like
It's fine.
it's
It does enough early game that I think it's not
Yeah.
big of a downside.
Alright, now we're on to blue. Unravel. 1 blue.
you shot at the camera.
Yeah. 1 blue instant counter target spell. If the amount of mana spent to cast that spell was less than its mana value, you draw a card. That's really interesting. And I
Also-
think this card is terrible.
Well, I mean, so it's cancel, and if they play like a warp, if you counter a warp, you get to draw a
I
card,
think that card's
Yeah.
actually good.
and like
I'm also a huge fan of
Cancel was a terrible magic card.
yeah,
in
cancel is
Limited.
not all of that. I think it's probably not very good.
I don't
Feels
think it's
like-
very
'cause
good.
it's like a 1 in like 20 chance you're gonna draw a card, which is nice when it happens, but I just
But
don't think it's
yeah,
gonna be
it's
relevant.
not worth
I
it.
love the design of the card so much.
Yeah,
but like,
And like when
Yeah.
you're not gonna be countering warps all that often, anyways. Like it's not like you
Yeah.
really want to counter a warp. Like,
Exactly. Atomic Microsizer. It's a blue equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, choose up to 1 target creature. That creature can't be blocked this turn and has base power and toughness 1/1 until
Wow.
end of turn. And equip for 2 mana.
So it can either make a creature unblockable and like hit them for 2 every turn,
Yeah.
or you can like shrink one of their biggest blockers down.
Yeah.
or it can, if you have creatures with like counters on it.
Yeah,
I think
that's
this card
something.
is just so flexible that I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
think-
pretty good.
Because it's making a 1 mana like 2/1 unblockable.
Well, 3
and
mana
attack.
2/1 because it needs to equip.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, it's not job select.
Yeah.
If that card had job select, oh my god.
Oh my god, that could be insane.
I wish it had job select.
Yeah, that would be really good. Alright, Lost in Space. 3 and a blue instant target artifact or creature's owner puts it on their choice at the top or bottom of their library. Surveil 1.
I feel
There's
like
there's one of these in like every.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was about to say,
And
like, I
they're
think I've
all
seen
really
this
good,
exact
and they're all
card
pretty
like
much
10
good.
times.
yeah,
Yeah, they
like,
always
it's-
fall into like the like B range for me, where it's like you're gonna play them, they're gonna be useful. Like they're a bit expensive a lot of the time, but like you do get they're just gonna be they can deal with anything. They're gonna be helpful a lot of the time.
It's just
Like,
consistent,
Yeah.
like good tempo play,
Yeah, I
just
mean,
like a good card overall.
like I might put it up here, but it's definitely like in that area where it's like it's just a good card. You're gonna like
yeah.
use it.
Ilvoy Operative. 1 and a blue, 2/1. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
I mean,
Fine.
so
It's not
Yeah.
if you cast 2 spells once, it's a 2 mana 3/2.
Mm-hmm.
But then of course the problem is like it's a 2 mana 3/2, but only when it's not like the best part of having a 2 mana 3/2 is like turn 3 you get to swing it, and that's just not gonna happen with this one.
Yeah.
And so it's like
I
I
think
think
it's-
it's
I
just
think it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think if you need it to fill for playables, it
Yeah.
does a good job at that. But other than that,
Is that just a special art or is that how all this?
No, I think that's how all the spaceships
That's
look.
sick.
It's
really
pretty cool.
the
Yeah.
art in this set is so cool.
It really is.
Just wait until we get to the space corgi.
I think we got a space
Yeah, we
corgi
did.
too.
We did.
Yeah, it's so cute.
I'm just sitting here. I've not seen like many spoilers for this set, so I'm just like space corgi.
Yeah, it's a terrible limited card,
That's,
but it's so
Oh my-
cute.
I
Don't
remember-
disrespect the
what was it?
corgi.
It was like the 1 in a white card from Neon Dynasty. It was like the
Spirited
Spirited
Command.
Spirit
Command.
Command.
That
was
card
like
is so good.
that card was so great in limited, and I felt like I had to pick it anytime it was in the packs. It's just
Yeah,
so cute.
it's so cute. I mean, it's still, ever since I got that pet on Arena, it's just been my pet
Oh,
on
yeah, I mean-
Arena and the sleeves for Arena just all the time. It's even better than Nissa sleeves because it's so cute. So cute.
Even better.
Alright, now let's talk about what the card actually does. Overthrow Scanship. 3 and a blue. When it enters, draw 2, then discard a card. And then at 8 charge counters, it becomes a 4/4 flyer.
I mean,
I like it.
Once you get it to a 4/4 flyer, it's, you know, it's already kind of paid itself off there, and like the card advantage is real. So like, I quite like the card. I think, you know,
I think it's similar
you're gonna
to,
make
like,
it a flyer at some point, and then it's just gonna be a ton of value.
I think it's kind of similar to like the side quest from last set.
Yeah,
Well,
except
it
the side
actually
quest is
flips
draw 3 and discard 2.
Yeah, but this flips into 4/4 essentially, which is like a very, very relevant creature.
Yeah. Cloud Sculpt Technician. 2 and a blue for a 1/4 flyer. As long as you control an artifact, this creature gets +1/+0.
I mean,
a
1/4 flyer is like,
Yeah.
A 2/4 flyer is pretty good.
2/4
and so,
3 is a good array.
but I feel like how
You
many
need to
artifacts
have-
are you gonna have? Like,
Exactly. I think it just depends on the deck. Alright. Starbreach Whale. 4 and a blue, 3/5 flying. When this creature enters, surveil 2, and it has warp for 2 mana.
I mean,
I quite like it.
I think
Yeah.
the warp cost saves this card.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
2 mana surveil 2 for a 5 mana, not like horrible rate creature later.
like,
Yeah.
you don't want to be playing early game, but like late game, the ability to like warp it at some point
Yeah.
and then just also play it, and you get like a whole
Yeah.
lot of card selection there.
Yeah.
That's very
It could be
valuable.
really good. Alright. Elvoy Light Jammer. 1 and a blue for an equipment with flash. When it enters, attach it to a target creature you control. That creature gains hexproof until end of turn. Equipped creature gets +1/+2 and equip for 3 mana.
I mean, so what do you think
It's
about?
like kind of saves something.
Yeah. What do you think about like 1 in a blue, one target creature gets +1/+2, or gets like a +1/+1 counter and hexproof until end of turn? Because this is like.
I mean,
This is
It's
a lot
like-
better than
Yeah,
Yeah, I
this
think
is
this
like
is
this is like
better
that,
than
but then you get an extra toughness,
Yeah.
and you get to re-equip it. Like I think,
I think it is pretty good.
I think this
it is
card's
a
pretty good.
I
Like,
would be
you're gonna,
happy to play this card.
yeah, you're gonna like
Yeah.
save a lot of creatures. with
Another technician. Alright, Cryo Shatter. It's a blue aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -5/-0. When enchanted creature becomes tapped or is dealt damage, destroy it.
That seems great. I mean,
Yeah.
it still has abilities and all that, but like if the abilities require tapping, you can only use them once, and then like
Exactly.
it's kind of close to like a 1 mana removal spell in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Feels like that. Those types of cards are another one that we see in a lot of sets and are all
Yeah.
like consistently like
Yeah,
good
like-
to very good.
Like
Yeah.
almost a witness protection card, but
Yeah.
different in a lot of ways.
Like
Exactly.
sleep magic in the last.
Oh, yeah,
Fantasy.
Yeah. Temporal Intervention. 2 and a blue. Sorcery. Void. The spell costs 2 less to cast if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. I'm not usually a big fan of these effects, especially when the effect is like 3 mana. You're never going to be able to play it on turn 1.
Yeah, like the thing is, this can cost 1, but only after it's useful for it to cost 1.
Yeah,
is like my thought process.
exactly.
Like, because it'll cost 1 at best, like turn 4 or something. Like,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I don't like it.
Alright, Insatiable Skittermaw. 2 and a black for a 2/2 menace. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
That feels like something that's going to be very good in this set.
Yeah, I mean-
Yeah,
because
it's felt pretty strong.
And it only needs to trigger like once for it to start getting,
Like, really scary.
And then
Yeah.
once it gets like going, if you
Yeah,
have like
it's
lots of
like-
like
Yeah.
ways of
relevant
it.
keyword plus like a core like mechanic that's around like one of the set's biggest mechanics is
Reminds me
probably
of,
going
like-
to do pretty well.
Yeah.
There was a playtest card at one point that was like bear with sets mechanic, and it's like 1 to green vigilance, and then it has like some other thing, and it's made it's like anytime I look at a new set, I'm always looking for like the bear with sets mechanics or the card, because there's always one that's literally just like, this is a bear with, whatever, kickback or something.
Yeah. Alright, what do we think about this Chorale of the Void?
I mean,
I think it's so hard to make work.
it's I think like almost all the time you're gonna lose it on the first turn.
But, like, even if you do, you, like, put it on a creature and then you can, like, get one of your opponent's creatures back.
I mean, and like especially with all like the warp and stuff in the format, a lot of the time you're gonna get quite a bit of value from getting that card. Like if you imagine getting like a Weft Blade Enhancer back, well, then you both get to swing in with that, but you also get to throw counters on stuff.
Well,
Like
it doesn't make the creature leave at end of turn that it gets back.
Exactly. It just
Yeah.
stays there
so,
and is tapped
like,
and attacking.
it's kind of just
And
like,
it doesn't put it with a finality counter either.
yeah, I mean it's
Yeah,
I mean
'cause if they-
it's, I
if
guess
they,
it's I guess it would be almost better with a finality counter because it would exile in your opponent's graveyard.
Yeah.
But like it's still like it's kind of just a reanimate, and it also has attacking, and then it also will just like and if it like happens twice, you're golden.
Yeah, I think it's also tough because like you can make it so they just have like awkward blocks because they have to either choose between like letting you keep the aura or like blocking the creature if it's like a relevant creature that they don't want to have.
And especially if they have like if you also get back like a 3/3, now they aren't really wanting to trade with that because if they trade with it, you get the void trigger and you get to keep on doing the whole thing.
Yeah. All right, Grav Pack Monoist. 2 and a black for a 2/1 flying. When this creature dies, create a tapped 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. I think it's like fine filler.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a very slowed down version of like some of those like 2/2 flyers that enter with 1/1 sort of deals, which are always great. And this, of course, isn't as good as that, but it is like it's worth considering in a like white black has a lot of like stuff leaving the battlefield synergies.
Yeah, and red black too.
Yeah, and this gets 2 death.
And like if we think also from the last set, like Dragon Wyvern, it like made a 1/1 upon entering and was also the 3 mana 2/1 flyer, and that card was quite good.
Yeah,
so
I like this one.
I think it is good. Peregrine Beckoner, 4 and a black 4/5. When this creature enters, until end of turn, another target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, and it has warp for 1 and a black. The problem is this card isn't at instant speed.
Yeah, I was about to say
it's just at sorcery speed. I think this card is like not much.
It's so face up. You just like don't block it. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Like like if you were able to choose this, you could if it had flash, if it could do something there, then it would be a lot like those fake your own death style cards that we've seen.
Yeah, or like it was something like return target creature that died this turn to the battlefield or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's kind of
it's worth considering. Like it does have a reasonable body.
Yeah,
but
and it does still give it +2/+0.
Like,
but still, I'm like not super thrilled.
Yeah,
to play it.
I'm not sold on it either.
Yeah, Scrounge for Eternity, 2 and a black sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Return target creature or spacecraft card with mana value 5 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, then create a land or token.
I mean, I think this does a lot of what you want to be. Like, with all the warp stuff, so much of what's great about warp is if you can like use the creature before it dies or it's exiled. And of course, you have the problem where it doesn't, you can't recast it, I think, if you sacrifice it here.
Or if you have, like, spare lander tokens lying around, then you just sack a lander token and get, like, a semi-big thing back.
And you get, like, Graph Pack Mono with stuff, see what's well with it.
Yeah, another Skittermaw.
Yeah, that's great.
Decode Transmissions. 2 and a black sorcery. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, instead you draw 2 cards and each opponent loses 2 life.
I think this card's very
I think this card's sick. Yeah.
I mean, base level without the void, it's already just a pretty good card.
It's already just like a divination with a slight downside, but if you can, like, things are going to be warped a lot in this format, and so we'll regularly just be...
I think the space tip on Dark Endurance is the same as, like, on the swamp over there. It's like...
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was the swamp.
Yes, the cool swamp.
I don't think
actually it's now that I look at it, it does have like a weird like hook up thing, like, but this obviously doesn't have like that weird like pink blend.
It's close though.
Yeah,
interesting. All right, Dark Endurance, 1 and a black instant. The spell costs 1 less to cast if it targets a blocking creature. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Interesting. I mean, I'm not super excited about it. I'm also just like not super thrilled about combat tricks unless they're like really good and cheap.
Yeah, part of the problem is like at best this is still just like a 1-for-1 at the end of the day. Because like if you are killing that creature with it, it's functioning as a remove spell, and I'm not. I just don't know how often you're gonna be able to get like that value out of it.
Yeah.
Like I think it's okay, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's not over. I'm not like super thrilled about it.
Not unplayable.
No, this card.
Yeah.
I like this card.
All right, Lightless Evangel. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever you sacrifice another creature artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
So enters a bear base land, but also if you ever crack a lander token, it grows.
Yeah.
And if you do stuff like the Scrounge for Eternity, it grows. And so it's like, once you even get a single count on it, which I must imagine happens a lot of the time, it's already going to be good. And if you ever get more than that, it's just like silly.
I think if I'm in the sack archetype, I'm very happy to play it. But if I'm not, I'm still. Yeah. It's still a very playable card.
Yeah.
With all the lander tokens, etc.
Yep. Another grave pack. Embrace Oblivion. It's a black. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Destroy target creature or spacecraft.
So, I mean, there's another one of these in every set.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's good if you have a lot of things to sacrifice, but otherwise it's like, especially not having an alternative to pay mana, you're still kind of 2-for-1ing yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of requires, if you have, a lander token, which is not that much of a card, then it's a bit better, and of course, it's got the efficiency there. I like it with, Lightless Evangel, of course, and, Servandam, but I probably still put it, the medium camp.
Yeah. Tragic Trajectory. It's a black sorcery. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. That creature gets -10/-10 until end of turn instead if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped.
I think
it's
great card.
Yeah. Removal, sick. I mean,
it's a
awesome early game, fantastic late game if you can get it to pop because one mana kill anything.
Yeah.
It's just a stab with very, very, very good upside.
Yeah, I mean it's sorcery speed, which I think OG stab is instant, but I actually don't.
Yeah.
know.
OG stab I think
but
is instant.
But I still I like that card even in cube sometimes. Cause, that's just
or disfigure.
It's so it kind of falls into a cut down camp.
Yeah.
But then it also has so much added versatility of killing a 6/6 or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah. Invasive Maneuvers. 1 and a red for an instant. It deals 3 damage to target creature. It deals 5 damage instead if you control a spaceship. It seems great.
Yeah, I mean, that's
it's
classic.
removable.
One red bolter creature always gonna be in that.
Yeah. And then I can do even more later.
Yeah, it's just
Drill Too Deep. 1 and a red. Instant. Choose 1. Put 5 charge counters on target spacecraft or planet you control, or destroy target artifact. I think this is entirely a sideboard card.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it can be very relevant.
It can be relevant,
but I think I would not like to main deck.
If you have a lot of spacecraft, it is cool because it's an instant speed way to turn on your spacecraft, and so you can blow out some attacks there.
Yeah.
But I think it's so often going to be nothing there. It needs either your opponent to have an artifact you want to kill, or you to have a spacecraft that is non-trivial to turn on.
Yeah.
And I just think that there's going to be so many times where that's not the case.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a sideboard card. I'm going to put it up there then. Caveron Turbo Drone. 2 and a red, 2/3. Tap. Target creature you control gains +1/+1 and haste. Activate only as a sorcery. I think it's fine. I don't think it's super amazing. But I think it's playable.
Cool with warp stuff, of course. But
it gets to...
Alright. Memorial Team Leader. 3 and a red, 4/3. During your turn, other creatures you control get +1/+0, and it has warp for 2 mana.
See, this kind of falls on the opposite side of the warp spectrum, where it's it's not really all that good to warp, because it's it's warp and it's 1 red creature you control get +1/+0.
And also even spending 2 mana versus 4 if you're warping this on turn 2, it's doing barely anything.
But it's actually pretty good as a creature.
It's not a bad rate creature.
It's not
it has a very relevant effect. I could easily see myself wanting to play this card, I think. I think it's high to mid tier.
Yeah. Zookeeper Mechan. 1 and a red, 1/3. Tap, add a red. And then 6 and a red, target creature you control gets +4/+0 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery.
So they wild that Red's just getting mana dorks now.
I know!
They really fully committed to Red gets mana dorks.
Yeah.
But,
I love that.
I mean, I think it's pretty good. There's an artifact theme that it can help with, and then it also is just good late game.
Yeah.
It's just a red dork.
Yeah. Cav Landseeker. 3 and a red, 4/3. Menace. When this creature enters, create a lander token. At the beginning of the end step on your next turn, sacrifice that token. That wording is so weird.
Yeah, I mean, so it's... You have the lander token for 1 whole turn cycle.
Yeah.
And the rest of that turn plus the next turn cycle.
Yeah.
And then if you want, you can still sacrifice it, but it gets sacrificed without getting land.
I'm a big fan of in like a Rakdos sack.
Yeah, I mean,
or the Gruul like really land ramp. Lander tokens.
Either one of those, but I think this card's just good.
This one.
I think it's bad. Memorial. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
It seems just 4 mana, do nothing. Yeah. Weft Stalker Ardent. 2 and a red, 2/3. Whenever another creature or artifact you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent, and it has warp for 1 red.
I mean,
I think it can be good, like if you want to play it cheap and then you play it followed up with another creature right away, and then on a following turn, then you can get it out. But again, I don't think the warp is super needed. I think you just play it. You want to play it on turn 3.
It's kind of like the warp almost does more as like a 1 mana void activator, if anything.
Yeah.
But you want to know what this card is really funny with? Thrumming Hive Pool. You just ping them twice every turn with it. But I mean, I think the card's fine just as like a creature, and then if you want to like void something, you can if you really need to.
Slag Drill Scrapper. A red for a 1/2, 2 and tap, sacrifice another artifact or land, draw a card.
I'm a fan of this card, I think.
Yeah, because like later in the game, you just turn your lands into cards, and then it's a one mana 1/2 isn't nothing.
Plus, if you want, it kind of upgrades your lander tokens, I think. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, of course.
Yeah, if you're looking for lands, then it's not as good, but then...
But, like, late game, if you're just looking for something to play.
Yeah. Roving Actuator. 3 and a red for a 3/4. Void. When this creature enters, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield or a spell was warped this turn, exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard. Copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost.
I mean,
it seems like really mediocre to bad.
I mean, honestly. When it works, and like, if you can get back like a trajectory or invasive maneuvers, that's great. But I feel like the times when you have, both the void is triggering, and you are able to get back a good removal spell here, that's just not going to happen very often. And so most of the time, you're just going to be playing a bad creature.
Like the stats aren't good enough to convince me that I want to play something.
If it was like a 4/4 or something, I'd be like much more okay there.
Alright, Rig for War. 1 and a red, instant target creature gets +3/+0, first strike and reach. I mean,
honestly,
again, I think it's like
this
fine.
Is the best combat trick we've seen so far, potentially.
I don't know. I think the black one that gives +2/+0 is better, so I don't think this one's very great.
I think that card is a combat trick that I'm not like unhappy to play.
No. Alright, Nebula Dragon. 6 and a red for a 4/4 flyer. When this creature enters, it deals 3 damage to any target. I really like it in the landfill deck, and it's it's really expensive, but then it's really good late game.
Yeah, I think
like you just to shoot something and then have a 4/4 flyer.
I do actually have a conspiracy theory with that card in particular.
Yeah.
Which is that there's that card, and then there's Nova Hellkite, and I kind of feel like the arts on Nebula Dragon and Nova Hellkite got swapped. Because that looks like a dragon made of a nebula, and that looks like a Hellkite with a Nova right behind it.
Here, show it on the stream.
So this is like the art of Nova Hellkite. It's kind of hard.
You can kind of see it.
Yeah.
The camera's right here.
It's a cool art on a rare, which makes sense to put the best art there, and then that's the Nebula
Dragon. Yeah.
And so it's like you can see like a sun going supernova in the background there.
Yeah. All right. Green, the best for last. All right, Atmospheric Greenhouse. 4 and a green for a spacecraft. When this spacecraft enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. And then at 8 or more charge counters, it's a 5/4 flying trample.
I mean, you need to be able to make it a creature for it to be good. But once it becomes a creature, it's great.
Yeah, and I can help make your other creatures bigger to help make this into a creature.
Yeah, and I'm just imagining, if you play like a 3/3 or whatever, you can play this, station it, next turn station it again, and now you have this other big threat.
It seems good. I'm happy with this card.
Ice Cave Crasher. 3 and a green for a 4/4 trample, and then landfall. Whenever land you control enters, this creature gets +1/+0. So it's
just throwing the chocobos at it.
They're just throwing more chocobos. Yeah. I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, 4 mana 4/4 trample isn't what it used to be in limited.
Yeah.
It's definitely not bad.
But what about a 4 mana 5/4 trample?
That is pretty good.
I mean, with lander tokens, you can easily make into like a 6/4.
Yeah, I mean, you also are lander token sorcery speed.
Not their instant speed.
Yeah, because then you also get a strong like threat of activation there, where it's like you can't block this with like a 6 toughness creature if they have a lander token out just from the threat.
Yeah.
So I think it's actually pretty alright.
Yeah. Alright. Seed Chip Impact. 1 and a green instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If its mana value is 2 or less, create a lander token. Sideboard.
Yeah.
And honestly,
definition
I don't
of sideboard.
even think I'm that happy to play the board. It's alright.
It's a disenchant with upside.
Yeah.
Like, it's 2 mana. I thought it was 3.
No,
it's 2 mana.
It's a lot better at 2 mana, I think.
Yeah. Sky Stinger. 2 and a green for a 3/3 reach. When this creature blocks a creature with flying, this creature gets +5/+0 until end of turn.
I mean, it's great at killing, dragons and all that.
Yeah,
like,
and I mean, a 3 mana 3/3 reach is like pretty good. And there's a lot of flyers in this set. Like, there's a lot of like creatures with flying, but then also with all the spaceships, like I'm pretty sure every spaceship that turns into a creature has flying.
And it trades up so easily. Is the main thing. It's like
Loading zone definitely depends on how your deck is built. 4 mana, if 1 or more counters would be put on a creature, spacecraft, or planet you control, twice that many of each of those kinds of counters are put on it instead, and it has warp for a green.
So it allows you to station your spacecraft there.
Yeah, but it's very deck dependent. Like, you don't have very many
my problem is like, so often it's gonna be like
so often it's gonna be like really bad. 4 mana, do nothing. Alright, pull through the weft. 3 green, sorcery. Return up to 2 target non-land permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Then return up to 2 target land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I mean, I think it's really slow at sorcery speed. Is
and
the problem.
How often are you gonna get like multiple lands in your graveyard? Is nothing. It's like
really.
And so
the only way is if you have like the Ice Till Explorer that when you play a land, you mill a card.
But then of course that's also getting lands out of your graveyard.
But then you get to play This card's
I think this card's kind of
bad. I think it's a slow is the problem.
It's just not good enough.
All right, Germinating Worm. 4 and a green, 5/5. Whenever this creature enters, you gain 2 life and has warp for 1 and a green.
I mean, that warp is so sick. It's 2 mana, gain 2 life. Who could say that?
I mean, that's still like kind of like mediocre.
Yeah.
I think it's good filler, but I don't think it's like necessarily.
It's like okay stats, okay effects.
Yeah,
it's just okay.
It's I think like the quintessential like 23rd card there.
Yeah. All right, Thawbringer. 3 mana 4/2. Whenever this creature enters or dies, surveil 1. I think it's also like filler card. Like if you need 3 drops, you play 3 drops.
I'm always
it allows you to trade up.
Yeah, I mean but it also it kind of only allows you to trade up if they want you to trade up is a thing.
Yeah, it can also trade down if it
trade for a 2/2.
And the effect doesn't really do enough to like
I mean I think it falls in the same camp there. It's like it's fine.
Yeah, Sammy's Curiosity. 1 green, you gain 2 life, create a lander token. I actually like this card at first. It like looks kind of like mediocre, but it's actually like really good because on turn 1 you're not usually doing anything anyway, and then at like when you want to, you can rampant growth.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I kind of think of it is like if the first mana is gonna be wasted anyway, then it kind of guarantees you have a rampant growth on like turn 2 if you want it, and then like you have the ability to play. Like,
and then also you gain
4
2
drops
life.
on 3, and then the life gain. It won't matter a lot of time, but sometimes it'll be helpful.
Yeah, I think like the curve of just going one mana play this, 2 mana like crack the lander token, and then you can just play your 4 drops.
But you know what a better 2 drop is?
Frenzied Bela, 2 green, 3/2, trample haste. This spell can't be countered. Creature spells you control can't be countered, and combat damage can't be prevented.
If only the One Ring was still legal in Modern, this would see so much play.
Oh my god, it would. I would definitely play that in Amulet Titan.
Yeah, 2 mana questing beast.
Yeah, the questing beast sideboard things that were happening when it was like at its peak. That was obviously that card.
Yeah, obviously it's great. Seed Chip Agrarian. 3 and a green, 3/3. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, create a lander token. Landfall. Whenever land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
I think it's very situational because if you have spacecraft, like if you have spacecraft to consistently tap it, I think it's
also like it grows so fast.
Yeah, and it's like putting counters, and there's a counters theme, so
and
I think it's
pretty good.
It's gonna attack as a 4/4 turn 1, and then you can make it into like a 5/5 easily by like sacking it. So it kind of attacks as a pseudo 5/5 on turn, or like once you get it out, and then it just keeps on going. I feel like it has to get answered because you just lose if you don't.
Yeah,
I like that card a lot.
Yeah, Galactic Wayfarer, 3 mana 3/3. When it enters, create a land or token. I mean,
filler. I think.
Yeah, I think it's filler.
It's like an okay card.
It's like a 3 mana 3/3 is fine, but
it's
like
my 24th card.
Yeah.
That's also another borderline one.
Skystringer.
You know what is funny about
another Ice Cave Crasher.
I feel like so many people, especially in like paper, are gonna get got by the Baloth, making like all of your creature spells uncountable. Because it's such like it's kind of buried in there in between lines of text, and like I think a lot of people are gonna recognize that they can't counter it in particular.
Yeah,
and it kind of just blanks like all counter spells except for like the occasional non-creature.
I'm gonna like playing this in constructed.
Oh, yeah.
In limited, I don't think there's enough counter spells to make it.
No.
I think in limited it's a 2 mana 3/2 trample haste.
Yes.
And I think that's what that card does.
And also, if your opponent casts the One Ring, then first you
that's not
if your
limited.
First you call a judge on them, then you attack them, and combat damage can't be prevented.
If your opponent casts the One Ring, I think you're conceding either way, to be honest, because the extra 3 damage isn't gonna make a difference with the crazy amount of card advantage they're getting.
Yeah. Alright, Glacier Godmaw, 5 green, 6/6 trample. When it enters, create a lander token. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance and haste.
This is a very Dana card.
Yeah, I like this card a lot. I think this card's great.
I'm also a big fan of it. I think your whole team is huge.
And, especially just the fact that on the turn you want to pull the trigger, you can like sack 1, maybe even 2 lander tokens, and then it just like is
your entire team
massive.
Is like it makes it itself into a 9/6.
Yeah, or if you like play it, or if you play it,
because it's +1/+1.
Oh, it gets +1/+1.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a 6/6 at its base.
Well, yeah, but he said that if you do it, it becomes a 9/6, and I was saying that it would become a 9/9 if you do it 3 times.
Yeah. No, it's +1/+1 and vigilance and haste. So if you play it on turn 8, where you have 7 mana, you play a land, it gives itself haste, so then it's a 7/7.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's
vigilance.
It's also like 6/6 trample. That's a solid enough body, and then it's gonna be so often attacking vigilance, and on the turn it enters.
Yeah.
And then you get all the power with being able to land a token. Yeah, I love that card.
This card is very, very good.
Yeah.
I am very happy to play this.
Yeah. Drake's Fate Maker. 3 and a green, 3/2. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has trample, and it has wart for 1 and a green. I mean, I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's amazing, but
I'm kind of going towards a board, looking at looking how it is now with almost all the cards set away. I'm kind of thinking of a green, black, splash white sort of deck.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking about too. We can look at what our other and then we have last card, Shattered Wings. 2 and a green, sorcery, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying.
I gotta say this. Watsy, you cannot make a card called Broken Wings and then make a card called Shattered Wings that does the exact same thing, but a little bit different.
In the same set too.
In the same then they also reput Broken Wings? No.
Oh, sorry, not Broken Wings. No, Shattered Wings, Sheet Ship, and
but in Domino United or whatever, there's Broken Wings, which is basically the same card, but I don't think it has a Surveil. I think it might scry or something.
And I think it's instant too.
Oh yeah.
Broken Wings is instant.
They are different, but only a little bit different, and they have basically the same name. I'm mad about that one.
Yeah, if they didn't have a similar name, I think it would be fine.
Yeah.
I'm happy playing Broken Wings. I'm not happy playing this, though. Is the issue.
Yeah.
Instant versus sorcery.
Which is why they shouldn't have basically the same name.
Our multicolored cards, we have Servalum, which I think we all agree is bomb level card.
Yeah.
And then Biomechan Engineer, it's the blue-green signpost. A blue and a green for a 2/2. When it enters, make a lander token. And then 8 mana, you can draw 2 cards and make a 2/2 robot artifact. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it makes a land. It's already a 2/2, but it's already pretty okay. It's on its own. And then especially once you start getting 6 mana, your opponent does have to start to be a little scared of okay, if you can reach that point and you can just start. Even one activation there is hard to get past, and then if you can activate it twice in the late game, it's kind of just over.
Yeah. I definitely I'm also
artifacts?
leaning towards green. Yeah, artifacts. Hideful, we're playing it no matter what direction we go.
Colorless, let's
Yippee! All Fate Scroll, 3 mana artifact, tap, add a mana of any color. 7 tap, sack this artifact, draw X cards, where X is the number of differently named lands you control.
Okay, so 5 color?
5 color, all basics mana base?
No.
We play Blink Moth Nexus as well,
Yeah.
obviously.
No, that's even worse for 5 color.
Yeah, but
No,
they control
I mean,
more
I
cards.
think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think if you need the fixing, you'd play it, but I think otherwise
and
it's
late game sacking it for to draw 3 cards or whatever is
Yeah.
fine.
I think
I'm
it's
just combining artifacts and multicolored because
Yeah.
space reasons. Nutrient block. 1 mana artifact. It has indestructible for why I don't know. And then
It's
you
gone
can sack
stale.
it to gain 3 life as it's a food. When this artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card.
I mean, I think maybe the
mean,
point is
the flavor design of this card is the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I
amazing.
think the point is that it's it has a lot of preservatives, so it's it'll last for a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
time,
long
so it's
time.
indestructible. But
At the same time, it does nothing on this card.
yeah, it is also it's purely just for who's gonna disenchant your nutrient block, especially when you can sack the instant speed.
And when they disenchant it, you draw a card.
Oh, of course. I didn't even think about that. It's the worst possible disenchant target without the indestructible. The indestructible might be a nerf on it, to be honest. In case they have anything that destroys all artifacts.
Yeah. I think, alright. Virulent Silencer. 3 mana 2/3. Whenever a non-token artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters.
Okay, wait, hear me out. Oh no, it's non-token, no! It would have been so cool if the Slivers, because they have double strike, so it's
Are they artifacts?
No,
No,
they're not
they're
even
not
artifact. It
artifacts.
doesn't work either way. I was thinking
Tragic.
colorless, but imagine if it...
That would be so...
Imagine if the entire word text was different. It would have been a really cool synergy.
Yeah, if we change the rules text of the card, it would...
Yeah. Wormwall Sweeper. When this spacecraft enters Surveil 2, it's 2 mana, and then at 4 or more charge counters, it's a 2/2 flyer.
I mean-
I think if the stats were a bit better, I'd be happy
Yeah, the
playing
thing
this,
is,
but-
is 2
Yeah.
mana 2/2 flyer is fine-ish, but it's gonna take a lot of setup to get to that point.
Yeah, like
so you
Yeah,
can't
yeah, yeah.
Ancient
So it's
for
like-
4?
Yeah.
and
You're giving up a creature,
Yeah.
generally a creature with power 4 or greater.
Yeah.
so it's you
As a
won't even be
blocker,
able to do it
just
on
to get
turn
2/2?
3. You're gonna have
Yeah.
to you're gonna kind of wait for turn 4 in order to get actually going, and then it's
Yeah.
it's just not all that.
So it's just not exciting. Here's the Space Dog!
Space Dog! Oh
Space
my, it's so
Corgi.
cute!
It's so cute! Chrome Companion, 2 mana,
Wow,
2/1.
sucks so much. It's so bad. Why did they make it so terrible?
I know, it's so cute!
And yet it's no one's playing that card.
I know!
No, if I get it in my Prerelease, I'm playing it for pure flavor. I'm playing the Space Corgi.
It's just bad.
I don't care. I can play 1 bad card in my deck. It's a Corgi. Corgis
Oh wait,
are awesome.
okay.
Down
Hear me out. You do have okay. How many artifact creatures do you have? I just have to ask.
Not enough.
Not that many.
Not enough.
So there's all of these are artifact creatures, right?
Sure.
It's not
4,
enough.
5,
It's not enough. It's not enough to give our
6,
opponent 10
7,
7, and you have 2.
8, 9, technically.
Yes, you have 9.
So 5
Oh wait,
Oh
also
no, that's in red.
and then also this.
Yeah.
That's an artifact creature, and then I think
we have
it's
2 of
another
them,
one. Yeah.
yeah.
So there's 11, and you have 2 of the poisons. So you only need to hit them a couple of times. I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying you should do that.
I don't think it's good.
you're
But it would be funny.
You're,
It would be
almost.
funny.
You're a few more of the poison things away. From
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Because otherwise, if you don't draw these, then that kind of
Yeah, that's the problem. If you had one
dead.
more, I'd be actually looking at it but
I don't
but the
think
problem
we
is
have
if you don't draw it or if it's just half a removal spell, it's just not doing
Yeah.
anything.
You play too many bad
Alright.
cards.
Domaton Torpedo. 1 mana artifact. 6 tap. Sacrifice. Destroy target non-land permanent. This ability costs 3 less to activate if you attacked with a spacecraft this turn. I mean, I don't think this card's very good.
Yeah,
there was the Lunatic Pandora in Final Fantasy, and that card wasn't very good. And this is
Yeah.
kind of a worse version of that
Yeah,
card.
because
Yeah,
Lunatic Pandora, you have the option 2 mana Surveil, which
Yeah.
would be relevant.
I mean, occasionally it's gonna be rather mana efficient, but I feel it's most of the time gonna be so hideously mana inefficient that sometimes it's a kind of on rate removal spell
Yeah.
isn't gonna outweigh it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I definitely think it's green, black, splash white.
Yeah, I mean, because the green looks great, the red and blue do not really have much to contribute there.
No.
And then, white you can play like Sunstar Expansionist or whatever, which actually Sunstar Expansionist looks really cool.
Yeah.
With,
I agree.
like, and then
with like Lander, and then this thing too, because it's like a late game card.
And like counters and all that, but
yeah. And I think the rest of the white cards we want.
not
it
that
might be
good.
Decent with like depending how many Lander token stuff we have.
Like, because Landers fix all the problems, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with me.
Alright.
So
let's see. And we got Command Bridge. I doubt that we're playing this Blink Moth necklace, but we can see.
Unfortunately, it's a cool thing, but like it's also
Alright, let's lay the deck out and see how many cards we need to add / cut.
So cool. I'm a little bit not used to the fact that that the type line is the name and the name is in the text box, or the type is in the text box. Because they just sneak in land there, just in case you didn't notice it. But it is kind of worth it for the cool art.
Yeah. Alright, so do it by curve and also by creatures and non-creatures to see
Wait, you put creatures on the bottom?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, you can blame my dad for that, okay? My dad says I mean, we can put that on the top.
Why did you teach Dana to put creatures on the bottom?
I don't know. What I learned.
Who taught you?
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna have to call everyone from CMU.
From like 25 years ago or whatever.
Teach one Adam Fischer Magic the Gathering.
Well, he didn't learn from Team CMU, but then he played competitively with Team CMU. Oh wait, that goes up top. It's messing me up doing them on top.
Yes.
It's fine if you want to put them on bottom. It's just
no.
It messes with my brain.
Yeah. No. I'll get used to it.
You guys don't just lay it. You guys lay out your creatures and non-creatures differently.
Yes. Okay. You have to do that. We can agree that not doing that is crazy because they fill such different roles in the curve. Like a 1-drop creature and Tragic Trajectory are two completely different roles in your curve.
Yeah. Okay, so we just have a lot of 2 and 3 drops.
I mean that's what you want. You want.
I kind of think our blue is super splashable. We have Watery Grave, obviously.
Okay, having one
land, yeah, it's not gonna win.
One non-basic is a not necessarily not all that great blue.
Okay, I think we count this as a creature.
Oh
that's a creature. Yes, I agree that is a creature.
Oh my gosh, that with Glacier Godmar is so disgusting.
That is disgusting.
That
just
okay, we're really creature heavy.
Okay.
Alright, how many cards do we have?
6.
1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
We're so good at this.
So good. I guess, is there anything
you can check
we
and hear, Embrace Oblivion, it's alright, but, I don't think...
we're not going to sacrifice. Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. So there's Embrace Oblivion, but, I don't think we want to be sacrificing stuff.
Yeah, the combat trade, no.
I wouldn't hate playing the combat trade.
But I don't think,
I don't think it's great.
Yeah, what's worse than the combat trick?
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
And I don't think there really is something that's worse than the combat trick.
Yeah, the Galactic Wayfarer is somewhat interesting because we also want more ways to get Lander tokens
and to get
so that we can get white.
I gotta check. Does
it counts Lander tokens?
Yeah.
So I actually would want to
swap
play
a Sky Stinger there. Which is because they fill very similar curve roles.
Yeah.
And I think a 1-1 split makes sense.
Yeah. Thawbringer, not really. I don't think we need the worm.
Yeah, definitely not that.
No, definitely not those ones. We don't have enough counters.
Yeah, there's some counter stuff.
And this.
But the problem is it's great, Sunstar Expansionist, what's that gonna do with counters? What's Frenzied Bailout? There's so many cards here that don't deal with counters.
Yeah. And then we have the bad artifacts.
Yeah. And so then what? It would be this land. Yeah.
It's our 41st.
This land and then 16 basics, maybe 1 or I think 2 planes, 7/7.
2 planes, 7.
Whoa, we're splashing for 2 cards, so...
Yes,
or no,
but
we're splashing
it's...
for 3,
But we also have a lot of
we have
landers.
Yeah,
and, like,
I think 2 planes is...
Yeah,
I
2
like
planes,
2
7,
planes,
7.
I like 2 planes.
So,
Actually, we'd have 3 white cards, but
Yes,
like
maybe,
there's this
could we
one
go
over
up to
here.
3? How many
and this is
land-
one of the
wait.
swamps, of course.
How many,
Yeah,
how many
of
lander
course.
token is creating
A
things?
lot.
Although I'm not sure if I'm gonna
1,
actually like put this together.
1, 2,
Not that many. 3?
3, 4,
Yeah.
only 4? That's
Only
crazy.
4.
So I'd
What?
say maybe go up to 3 planes.
No, cause like,
'Cause we're
here's my
splashing
thought.
for 3 cards.
But
But
like,
one of them is super late game,
yeah.
Fair
and
enough.
that's still like,
That's
that
not
means
a
it's like,
warp, though, so we do want to be
well, but that
potentially
means,
casting that early.
yes, but like, but it also, it's warp only, it's warp puts stuff on other creatures, so you want to have a developed board state before you're playing the warp.
Yeah.
And my main thing is like, we have 7 things that can get white,
Yeah, that's
right?
fair.
Like, I don't think we need to bump that up to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Especially when it mean like if we were, I mean, I guess we would cut a swamp for the planes if we were to do it, but like, yeah.
But-
So yeah, here's the and we're not playing this.
Yeah,
We're
I mean, it would be
Nexus.
fun, but like, I just
our
don't think it
meta is-
contributes enough,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah, we're
So-
splashing 3 color. It becomes a little bit sketchy,
Well,
especially
yeah.
green.
I mean, here's our deck. We will add basic lands if we wanted to play it. But we told you this is what we would do. Thank you so much, Charlie and Robbie, for joining me to do the sealed build. Thank you to Wizards for the free product. And I hope that you guys enjoy this video and you can take some of what we think about the cards to your local pre-releases this weekend. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
have fun.